Hey Scorpio, welcome in. How are you doing? I hope you are doing well. So we are going to look at your energy now that we are in Gemini season. So Gemini rules the third house, house of communication, sharing, and siblings. It's all throat chakra, communication, how you express yourself, how you express yourself through writing, learning, all of that. Gemini rules the throat, lungs, breath, hands, and nervous system. And I'm using some fun decks. I see Gemini energy as being very whimsical and fun. So we're going to be using the Alice in Wonderland deck, the Tarot Song Spirit Tarot deck, and a new deck. I can't remember what it's called, but I've got the information below. So welcome in. Let's see. So how does Scorpio need to express themselves during Gemini season? What is asked to be expressed through Scorpio? What is going on here for Scorpio? Let's see what comes up for you. Oh my gosh, so maybe it was Cancer that had this card. I know another sign had this card, so be sure to check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus for more information. And Gemini season goes until, I think it's the summer solstice, so June 19th, 20th or so. The card says messages for a rabbit, service to the animal world. It's card number 15. I'm also hearing here just a deeper connecting to yourself in a deeper way, bringing in a lot of unconditional love for yourself. Oftentimes when we're tapping into the animal kingdom, we're tapping into that unconditional love. And that's also kind of what we're needing too, is that unconditional love. So how can you express your love, your care for yourself and for others unconditionally? Where is it that you, where is it that you are maybe needing unconditional love? Take a look at that. I'm also just really hearing, nourishment. How are you nourishing yourself? How are you giving back to yourself this season? Seems to be a very similar message for a lot of people right now. How are you caring for yourself? How are you giving back to yourself? Seems really important. So let's go ahead and pull 3 cards, just additional information regarding this card, messages for a rabbit. It could also be that you just need to maybe be in service, volunteer somewhere, volunteer at a shelter. It could be a call to that as well. And if you don't know who I am, welcome in. I'm Heather with Heather's Healing. I'm happy to be here with you today, and thanks for being here with me. All right, so 3 cards here. I love this tarot deck. It's a fun deck. It's also a fun deck to work with if you're reading for kids, or if you're just needing, I'm going to take that card, or if you're just needing a gentle message. This deck, I think, does a really good job at delivering messages in a very gentle way. So the card is 7 of Shells. In the regular tarot deck, this would be water. So 7 of Shells, choice and ambitions. And it does kind of feel like there's kind of like a foggy energy around you, Scorpio. And maybe that's the call to connect with the animal realm, is just to kind of get yourself out of your daily life, get yourself out of your own confusion. I know sometimes when we're in service to someone else or something else, it's a nice break for your mind, because you're not wrapped up in thinking and worrying about what's going on in your life. This does feel like some worrying energy around this card as well. Let's see what else we have going with this one. So it's 5 of acorns. In the regular deck, acorns would be fire. Interesting. What I'm noticing here with a lot of the readings is we're getting a lot of fire cards. and water cards. So the Five of Acorns, yeah, it's a challenge. It's growth. It's also, this feels more like internally kind of arguing or fighting with yourself. I feel like, Scorpio, I feel like you know what direction you want to move in. I think you know the next steps you want to take or you need to take, but you're not wanting to take them. I'm definitely hearing it's a time to reevaluate your priorities. How can you be in greater service to yourself? How can you be in a place of bringing deeper nourishment, happiness and joy to yourself and to your life? Interesting with the cat on here. This cat is definitely expressing itself. Most definitely. If you feel like you're screaming on the inside, yeah, then you definitely need to shift. There's definitely some energies that need to change. Be sure to, speak your mind to people. If there's something bothering you, don't cage it up and hold it in. Be sure to have a conversation. You might even just need to write it down, write it out, journal how you're feeling. What I find really interesting is when I've been in a place where I'm really confused, I'm not sure what is the next best step, I'll just write down everything that I'm thinking and feeling, and then I'll look at it the next day. And often it's interesting, this happens a lot. Oftentimes I'll find my answer in what I wrote. I don't know why or how it works like that, but it does. So try that. It's actually quite magical. Next card we have, here, this is nice. So now we have some earth energy coming in. We have the Seven of Crystals. This would be the Seven of Pentacles in the regular tarot deck. Options and results. So sometimes when you're not sure the next step or how best to express yourself, or you're just not quite sure what direction to go, oftentimes I find it helpful to ask yourself, what do you want the end result to be? How do you want to feel? What would be your ideal outcome? And then work backwards from that point. Oftentimes that can really help you as well. It does really kind of feel like, Scorpios, there is, and it's interesting because I think deep down you guys know exactly, this feels like you guys are shifting, you're needing to shift things around in your life, shift priorities around, go in a slightly different direction. This could even be leaving a relationship or taking a break from a relationship for some of you. But I feel like you know exactly what it is that you need to do and what would be best. You're just not wanting to, you're afraid of the outcome. Crystal wise, what I think would be helpful, work with Tiger's Eye. That's a great stone for overcoming fears, for bringing clarity. It has like a warrior type feel to it. So work with Tiger's Eye to help give you a boost of confidence. Blue lace agate, I think, would be a really great stone if you are having problems in a relationship. It brings in really gentle, loving energies. It's also great for welcoming and peaceful outcomes, and good communication. And then rose quartz for just unconditional love. I'm just feeling the need for unconditional love, loving yourself unconditionally, accepting yourself unconditionally. So rose quartz would be really great for that as well. I'm also hearing it's time to take a stand for yourself and take a stand for what is best for you. Your life needs to have a flow that works for you. All right, Scorpio, everything just comes crashing down. Sometimes that's what has to happen if we don't take action. So I'm going to take these two cards. They kind of flew out. This is a new to me deck. And I've forgotten what it's called, but it'll be in the comments. This is a cool card. So mystery, uncharted territory, deep knowing. I love that because I do feel like Scorpio, you guys go deep. And I think deep down, you guys know exactly what it is, what needs to shift, what needs to change, or what you need to welcome in. I feel like you guys know. The card says the eyes of mystery. It's card number 10. Do we have any other 10s? No. We do have 2 7s. So with the 10 card and talking about the mystery, this is an invitation to step into uncharted territory, just like what the card is saying. So, you know, sometimes stepping into that uncharted territory is the most refreshing thing you can do. So don't be afraid to go a different direction. There's nothing wrong with that. The emergence of hope. How beautiful is that? So don't be afraid to step into the mystery, because that could be where the emergence of hope comes from, you know? It's almost like reconnecting with yourself in a deeper way. The card says faith, trusting in a divine plan, all is well, and be patient. There is a divine plan, all is well. Have some faith. We don't always know how things are going to work out. We're not always going to know the outcome, but just have faith. Let's pull one final card here. Scorpio, I'd love to hear what's going on. If you would like a one-on-one session, my information's below, and we can look into things on a more personal level. These are general readings, so we're tapping into the collective energy here. So one final card for Scorpio. Oh, we got another 10. I love this card. It's the wheel, change and possibilities. Change is always happening. So this is definitely a shift. It feels, I mean, we are at a change of season, but it does feel like a shift and change for you, Scorpio. And this feels pretty big. It feels like some pretty big life shifts. And just really asking that you trust in the divine, trust in yourself. And change often does bring in more possibilities too. And maybe that's what you need. You know, it feels like there's been a little bit of fog around you, hesitation, not wanting to change, not wanting to welcome in new energy, but it's coming anyway. So, you know, be brave and move forward the best that you can. I do want to see, let's look at the message for the angel message for 7. So angel number 7 brings the reassurance. I love this. Brings the reassurance that you're on your sacred soul path, embarking toward greater wisdom and truth. Keep going. Your connection to source is stronger than ever. So trust God's plan for you. Trust the universe's plan for you. It's always going to be better than what we can plan for ourselves. So be brave and move forward. I love this card with the octopus on it. And how perfect for Scorpio. I love that. All right, Scorpio, I love you guys. Take care. If you have any questions, my information's below. Take care of yourself.